Sorry, this video is going to be extra long. We are still on Lesson 8, Clean Code and Debugging. As I just went over, this looks like this section so that we don't have any errors in our code there. Picture gallery. However, we are missing this first picture. So let's look. All of our list items were fine except we are missing on our list items, some of our tags are incorrect. So I'm going through and correcting them, making sure that all of the items on the list have opening and closing tags. And I don't believe we have any more bullet points, so we can go ahead and close our unordered list after this. Or picture gallery, which looks about right, and then we're missing that first image, IMG SRC wood car JPEG alt wood car. So IMG SRC wood car JPEG. We're missing a quotation mark at the end of the picture name. So refresh and save, and that should now show up. Good. And let's see if our text shows up correctly. It does. Now, this, I can already tell what is wrong with the second picture that we're missing, where it's not, the file name is not included. So if you start typing in Oscar Mayer car, the file name will pop up for you to select. And that looks about correct. And we have that picture, and that looks about correct. The last but not least, the grass car. It looks like the IMG SRC is missing an equal sign. So let's refresh and save and see if that fixed our code. And it did. So go ahead and click finish. We're done with this page. Use the comments to help fix the bugs in your HTML. So let's look and see what we've got now. Okay. HTML head, body, title, page, and introduction. Title and page introduction. Here's my cool animals. Here's my list of cool animals you will probably never see. They are mostly water type animals because they are the coolest. And that looks pretty good. List of animals and pictures. So we know that this is an ordered list, and we have that it contains an ordered list, and we have Bahi, which looks good. And it looks like they want these to be list items, not paragraphs. So I'm going to take off the paragraphs and just change our tags to list item because you don't need both. And notice down here, this is just a credit. So we do have the paragraph markers around the attribution. And we don't need this extra list item down here. Stellar's Sea Cow. And that is all in H3. However, you'll notice there's a 2 right here. And I think we want our 2 next to our paragraph. So I'm going to go ahead and move this list item down to its skin. So move the list item tag down there and make sure at the end of the paragraph you put your closing list item tag right here. So let's refresh and save and see what that fixed. That looks much better. And I'm going to delete this extra list item. Now I notice right down here, this looks a little off because we forgot our opening paragraph marker. Our opening paragraph tag, excuse me. Refresh and save and see what that fixes. And then finally, Golden Toad. So again, list item here that we don't need. List item here that we don't need. So I deleted those 2 tags. So first, instead of a toad made of gold, enough said, you want to change that to your opening list item tag and your closing list item tag. Image src =, a golden toad. And I just noticed the reason this picture is not showing up, there is an error. The file name is misspelled. So making sure that your file name is correct is key. Alt Golden Toad. I just noticed right here we don't have a closing paragraph tag, so it should say P. Charles Smith, and at the end of the attribution you want to put in your closing P tag. End of our order list, body, and HTML. So let's refresh and save and see how that looks. Much better. Go ahead and finish. Alright, and I'm going to let you read through white space, indentation, and commenting on your own. It is important that you read all of this. I'm going to click continue. And this last page, last but not least, you're going to work on the last challenge. So, we're going to do some debugging here. HTML head opening, head closing, body, title and introduction, growing cranberries, and that is in the H1 tags, and then the descriptions in the paragraph tags, opening and closing, which looks good, list of seasons, winter, nothing much happens, but everything is flooded and frozen, which protects the vines. Which winter looks very good. However, I noticed we're missing right here some information about spring. So I'm going to, right here, put in some H2 tags, opening, and type in spring, and put in my closing H2 tag. And everything melts is a paragraph, so I'm going to put that in a paragraph tag, opening and closing. So, spring, picture of cranberry flowers, image SRC, flowers JPEG. Well, it doesn't look like that's the correct file name from the files I have over here. So we want, instead of flowers, cranberry flowers JPEG. And right here we have our attribution, summer. Again, we don't have a summer heading, so I'm going to put some H2 tags down. And we're going to type in summer and put in our closing H2 tags. And I notice that this isn't in a paragraph, so we're going to put paragraph tags around the summer description. Not H3, H2. Fall, which again, fall is not right here, line 27. Fall did not have any information or a heading there for us. So I am creating that by typing it in between two H2 tags. Again, the explanation was not in paragraph tags, so I'm putting those around the explanation. And I'm just making sure all of my tags line up. Picture of cranberry harvest. So, the first thing I'm going to do is enter down and start my image. Tag, and it's bracket IMG space SRC equal sign, and then in between the two quotation marks you're going to type in the file name, which is cranberry harvest. And you also have the option to start typing and click on things. Then Alt, A-L-T, and if you look above, there's a great example of what Alt looks like as well. Alt equals, and then in quotation marks, you're going to type a description. So I'm just going to type in cranberry harvesting. And then you want to make sure you close the whole thing with a slash and an ending bracket. And I'm just going to click refresh and save. And for some reason, that is not showing up. But we will figure that out momentarily. Oh, I just realized I forgot the end of my quotation marks. There. See, even I make mistakes. And there we are.